It's winter up here in the mountains, and that's always been kind of synonymous with outdoor work, tree work, getting ready for summer. You know, it's cool, it's nice to work in, it's damp, so I don't have to worry about fires. And I got a lot to do. I mean, there's several standing dead trees that have died this year and last year. Got this big stem to take care of, that Doug fir. Anyway, there's a lot of work. This is actually what I kind of envisioned the YouTube channel was going to be originally, was this sort of stuff, but it, you know, life catches up and priorities shift. So let's get to work. Step one, can we get the tractor running? Hopefully these tires will hold up. Jesus. Now, if I had to bet, I would bet that the battery is dead, but maybe we'll get lucky. Completely dead. All right, let's see if we can get it to go. Is that not the most amazing thing? This thing hasn't run in probably 2 years, and that's all it took to get it started. There it goes. All right. All right, so game plan for this tree is I'll probably buck the first 20 feet out, maybe 16 as a log, and then I'll chop the rest into firewood. We'll skid the log out with the tractor and probably just leave the limbs on the ground. All right, I didn't think I was gonna do a lot of talking in this video, but I wanted to show you guys something interesting. So, this tree was killed by bark beetles. When it died, like the bottom half of it remained green and the top turned red and died off. And I wanted to show you what the beetles actually look like, the mechanism in which they attack the tree. So they bore in and they make a lateral groove like this in the cambium, and then all of their larvae kind of spread out like this. And you know, this direction is the top of the tree here. Effectively what happens is these girdle the food supply and the water up to the top of the tree. Let me see if I can find a better example of, they call them beetle galleries. Here's a pretty good one right here. So the beetle bores in, makes this central one, and then we get all of these lateral grooves going out. And that's effectively what kills the tree. You can see they're just all over the place in here. This is from something different. That's a bigger animal. But look. There's one of them right there. Anyway, there's the tree chunked up. Now we gotta move it. I think the next thing that I gotta do is do a little log organization. Now the hope here is that at some point we get a mill up here. We can turn this into some good lumber. It has been a couple years, and I hope they're not starting to get rotten. I mean, that one kind of looks like it, but they are elevated up off the ground. Anyway, that's a subject of a different video. These two logs need to go up there, and I was having a hell of a time doing it last time with the tractor. So I think we'll give it another shot. I have some heavy duty metal car ramps that I think I might be able to roll them up over this big Doug fir stick here. So let's give that a shot. Well, I might have answered a little bit of my own question there. Pretty rotten. If you guys are doing any sort of chain work with the tractor or chain work at all, get yourself one of these, a double hook. I'll put a link for one in the description. These things are super handy. What do you guys wager? You think these things will hold up? I think they might. That's one of them kind of done. I'd like to get it up in here, but I don't know if I can do that. You know what I really need is a forklift. Maybe I should just get that damn Ford running and go buy me a forklift. It's hard to say if any of that did any good. I really only bought myself one more spot in the log pile. Anyway, we'll go grab that other stick that I just cut up and put it in the mix. And after that, we'll go work on that big old feeder over there. All right, apparently I was not recording any of that. So the log that we've cut up is now here at the log pile. And I was gonna show you guys how I like to rig it. So let me do that again. All right, so you've got a simple, I think this is a 3/8 chain with a hook in the end. That gets a loop right here. Helps if you can kind of get it around a knot or something. And then here, use this double hook. And you can make it adjustable however you want, which is nice. But the cool thing about this, let me show you. So you can actually use the box blade to keep the end of your log off the ground here. If you don't want to be dragging it through the dirt, you can use that. You don't need a fancy log arch or anything like that. Yeah, let's pull this log into place. I'm gonna give you guys a side view just for fun. Well, that's the process in a nutshell of getting the pile loaded up. You probably could do some more work here. I need a forklift. All right, that big cedar up there is next on the list. I'm gonna get some lunch and then we'll tackle that one.